Alright, so this is going to be a quick video showing how to open up and disassemble this Lenovo model IdeaPad 3 14ALC6. Alright, it's right here, IdeaPad 3 14ALC6. Alright, we're going to be using a J1 or JIS1 screwdriver to remove all the screws. Make sure you use the right screwdriver, you don't want to strip the screws. Alright, we're going to just undo all the screws and keep them in order. The way you do that, put them flat side down like that. That's how I do it on my desk in the pattern I remove them. So we got 3 here, 1 on each side here, and then 4 down here. So I'll just put them in that pattern on my desk, and that way I don't get confused where the screws go or if I missed any screws. Alright, if this video helps you out, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, so we're going to get all these screws out, and then we are going to pop the bottom cover off and take a look inside. This laptop has an issue powering on properly. It'll power on, the fan spins crazy, and then it powers off. It turns out it's a motherboard issue, I think because they plugged a power bank and maybe it tried to push power the opposite direction instead of charging it. Anyways, after you remove all the screws, what you do, as you can see, actually this keyboard right now is turning itself on. The fan's going to go crazy in a bit, but anyways, what you do next is you get your fingernails or a plastic pry tool in here. I just use my fingernails in there, and I push on the palm rest, not on the touchpad, just the palm rest, just like that. You can see how easy it clicks and pops out. Same thing over there. After you get that, close that up, go to this side, and what I do is I get my fingernails in there and push down with my thumb on the palm rest and pull up on the bottom cover, just like that, and then I slide my fingernail along the side and you can see how easy it pops up. Alright, you can do the same thing over here. You can hear the fan going crazy, but we're just going to do that, and there we go. And that's what the inside or the bottom cover looks like if you need that. And here's what the inside of the laptop looks like. It's going to do that for a little bit and then it's going to shut off and stop doing anything. But here you go. We're going to get a thumbnail. Okay, we'll set the cover aside for now. Alright, we'll let this shut itself off in a bit. Normally, I don't think this computer is supposed to turn itself on just because you open the screen, or maybe it does. But yeah, as you can see, it just turned off. And yeah, so we'll get a thumbnail there. Okay, anyways, there's not really much to look at in here. There's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD here, which I'm going to pull out and leave out because since we can't revive this without replacing the whole motherboard, logic board, or finding a way to repair it, the customer decided to just get their data. So you can see there's a thermal pad here with this little thing that holds the SSD in place, because this isn't a full-sized M.2 SSD, it's a smaller one. So this basically latches on like that, and then it goes down this way. Okay, I know, sorry, I'm like zoomed out so far, but hopefully you get the idea. I'm gonna leave this whole pad and stuff in here, okay, just because this computer is dead and we're not going to do anything with it. So I'm going to get the screw over here and we'll get that in and we'll just tighten that in place, okay, just like that. Alright, SSD, we're going to pull it out. It pops up at an angle on its own, then you can pull this out. This is an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. I don't know why they use this shorter sized SSD. Maybe it's a tiny bit cheaper. But you can put a full-sized one, just get rid of this little metal piece and put the full-length SSD in there. They run much better, and yeah, they last longer. So go ahead and get one of those. Samsung, Crucial, those are the main ones I get. There are several others, just check reviews. Make sure you get something good. Alright, I'm going to throw this back in here. Maybe we'll just throw it down over here. Okay, and we'll just leave it in the case. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the other stuff. Okay, there's the LCD LVDS connector in here. If you're going to mess with this, you do want to disconnect the battery, open the laptop, press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds, and then you can go ahead and flip this latch and pull that cable out. I'm not going to mess around with that because we don't need to. Also, I don't know if somebody did something with it because this sticker's all weird and screwy. Okay, there's the battery here. Let's go ahead and take this out, okay? So there's one screw here. Again, you want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. Another screw here. and another screw here. So we got 3 across the top, it looks like. I don't know if I'm missing any, but I see 3. Then we got 3 across the bottom as well. Okay, so remove those 3 as well. And I'm just going to temporarily remove this to show you what's underneath. Okay, if you want to remove the battery, okay, this battery's a little bit tough. Let me actually zoom in here for you guys. So the connector here, all right, it has this little raised edge. So what I usually do is I'll grab the wire and I'll use my thumb or fingernail, whatever, to pull on that, and there you go. Okay, you can use like a tool, but basically there's a little raised lip there that you can see I can push that connector out with. All right, and like I said, after doing that, it's always a good idea to open up the laptop and press and hold the power button for 15 seconds. Since we undid the screws, we can actually pull the whole battery out. And the battery model number here is right there, L20M3PF0. Okay, so if you need a new battery, there it is. Again, after removing the battery, it's a good idea to open the laptop and press and hold the power button for 15 seconds. I've already done this and it didn't fix anything on this laptop because it's completely messed up. I also pulled the BIOS CMOS RTC real-time clock battery here out. There's the little connector there. And if you've seen my videos, the way you remove that, you grab the wings and you kind of just wiggle it. In this case, it's kind of small and in the way, so I use 2 fingernails going, let's see, this way, however you can reach it, and I kind of just wiggle and pull it. Let's see here. I think this one I went this way. So I went with my index fingers and I just kind of grabbed and just wiggled that connector, and there you go, it pops out. All right, anyways, we're gonna put that back in, but this is, if you get a replacement, make sure you put it back the same way. Problem is they don't put normal colored wires here, and it's all twisted crazy, so it's really hard to tell which one the black wire is going to and which one the gray wire is going to. It looks like the black wire is going to the heatsink side and the gray wire is going to the other, but I don't know. Actually, no, that's not right. Let me pull this wire out and take a closer look. They put a heat shrink tubing that makes it confusing, I think. Oh no, okay, that's right. So the gray one, you can see, or it's really zoomed out, but the gray one is going down towards the wireless card and the black one's going towards the heatsink. So I don't know if they kept the colors right, but then that would mean the negatives here and the positives here. You might get a black one and red one on this side. Make sure you don't mix it up. Battery model is a CR2032, but it does come with this thing on it, part number GC000001T00. If you need batteries, I do have an affiliate link for a company that sells BIOS batteries. I'm not sure how the price compares to other places, but check them out. I think they give 15% off. All right, there's a keyboard connector here. Flip that latch and then you can pull the cable out. These kinds have like little wings, so you do have to kind of pull it up slightly to pull it out. I'm going to leave that in there. Keyboard backlight connectors right there as well. It looks like some models have a hard drive here in this spot here, so there's a little latch here, but then you would need a smaller battery model. On this specific one, the battery takes the entire place. I guess on some models the battery would only take this smaller area. Okay, you got the fan connector here. You got 1, 2, 3 screws for the fan there. What else do we got? We got this USB board with the SD card slot and the 1 key recovery, or Novo, whatever they call that now, button. All right, so this is its own board. If you want to remove that, again, there's a flip latch thing and you can pull that cable out. Same thing on this side. You got the wireless card here. Black wire goes to the black arrow, white wire goes to the white arrow. And to remove the antennas, you go from the tail and you just pull straight up. I'm not going to do that because sometimes the solder's bad there and it can pull the connector from the wireless card out, and then the antenna is going to not work because it's going to have a piece of metal stuck in there. All right, you got this little cable here, and I believe that's going to the power button / fingerprint reader. I can't see the label because the wireless card's on top, but I'm not going to mess around with too much. CPU is soldered to the motherboard or logic board, whatever you want to call it. What else? Same thing with the charge port, DC jack, it's soldered. Then you got the speaker connector here, same thing with the wings, like the BIOS CMOS RTC battery. You can wiggle that and pull that out, and then it has a wire going to the other speaker over here. All right. Oh, one last thing. Underneath this metal cover, you can get under there. I get under there with my fingernails. You can use pry tools or whatever, but you pop this box off, okay? And you got a stick of RAM here. Let's take a look at what it is. Pull these two tabs to the side, pops up. You can pull this out, and it says here DDR4 3200. So any PC4 3200 RAM should work, or PC4, this says PC4 25600. Yeah, this is a 16 gig stick. I don't know if it has any integrated RAM. You'll want to check the size, the capacity of your RAM stick, and if your computer has more RAM than that, then there's probably some RAM soldered to the motherboard or logic board somewhere, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so we're going to put this back. Make sure it lines up in the middle of the outer edges, so that way it will clip in place. So click that in. There we go. And then that's pretty much all there is to it. So again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. I know I didn't fix this specific laptop, but hopefully it helped you learn to upgrade your RAM, upgrade the SSD here, replace the BIOS CMOS battery, the fan, this board. Pretty much you can take these screws out and pop that out. I don't think it's hidden under or stuck underneath the hinge. Keyboard is melted in place with these plastic pieces, so if you're going to replace the keyboard, unless you want to go the crazy route, try and buy the entire palm rest assembly. Okay, and yeah, alright, so we'll put this battery back in, just drop this in place, and we'll get the screws in, and we'll get the bottom cover, and that's pretty much all there is to this. Again, hopefully it helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well, or just learn about random things that I review. I did create a new review only, well, not only, but it's more focused on all the review videos. So if you like my review videos and you prefer watching those, I do have a separate channel for that. Probably should say that at the beginning of my videos, because by the time, if you're watching this far, you're probably more interested in these repair videos. But yeah, I do have that channel, and eventually I'm hoping to stop posting reviews to this channel and only post it to that one. Anyways, you can see I lined this back up. I'm going to pinch both together and try and get that back in, right? This battery connector is a little tricky to pull all the way in. Make sure that these little notches, that the raised plastic bit goes all the way to the end. That's how you know it's plugged in all the way. Alright, if you're resetting the CMOS BIOS battery, you pull that out, and then I just short the two pins on the back with the screwdriver. Don't do that while the battery's in, or it will just cause a short in the middle and you can damage the computer. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and get the bottom cover back on, and then we're good to go. Again, I'm leaving the SSD out because the customer wants to buy like a enclosure to put that in, and yeah. Alright, so we're going to push that, click that all down into place. Okay, there we go. And then we'll get all these screws back in, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Let's see. Actually, I do have an enclosure I can let them use. Yeah, I'll have to see if what they're willing to pay for it. I don't have both the cables for it though. Or do I? No, I don't. Yeah, I have the SATA to USB cable for them. So I can see if they want that, and then, yeah. But that's pretty much it. Do I have yeah, I don't have the other cable. Alright, but that's pretty much it. Again, hopefully this video helped. Thanks for watching again. Like, comment, subscribe. It really does help a lot. And again, if you can watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, that'll tell YouTube to share my videos with more people, and hopefully they'll also benefit and enjoy and like and comment and subscribe as well. But yeah, my channel's slowly growing. Since it's not an entertainment channel, it's not one that will blow up. I don't have any viral video type content. At least I don't, well, I kind of have a few, but there's so many thousands of videos I made that good luck finding those. And yeah, we'll get the last few screws, and that's pretty much it. Alright, last one. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.